with dronefrommoney.com, and I just wanted to share a few things with you guys out there. We're going to be talking about drone rates here, and your niche markets for your business. So we want to look at oil and gas here. Okay, they're right up to about $195 per hour, and that would consist of pipeline inspection, facility inspection, new construction. It has many different applications out there, and it's a very profitable business if you're near that industry of oil and gas in your state and or province here in Canada. It also works very good for the States. And mining is a very big thing too, because when actually when you get into the mining, you can see right here, those guys are up about $185 an hour. That's damn good money. Okay, and the progress of a mining operation, a drone can be very useful for in their production, how their team is working, so on and so forth. So that's another great industry to get into. Okay, your certificates for mining and oil and gas, they'll vary from company to company, but your main certificates are your pilot license and certificates for in general. Okay, and I'll be showing you where to go for these particular certificates as well. And again, like I said, the oil and gas and mining, they'll have their own in-house stuff for safety reasons. Yeah. Okay. Surveying, you're going to have a little bit of some kind of surveying experience before you get into that. So that's kind of a special one. It'll be designed for surveyors. So for all you surveyors out there, there's some good extra money to be made. And again, that one there is about $170 per hour. And then we're going to move down to the solar aspect of this here. And lots of solar panels are on roofs and whatnot. So when it's time for an inspection, instead of a human being getting on a ladder and going up there and possibly falling off or breaking a solar panel, you can do the an actual visual with a drone. And the drones that I'm talking about, the oil and gas, mining, survey, and solar, the Mavic 1, 2, the Phantom 3 Professional, or the Phantom 4 Professional, are more than capable for doing all four of the oil and gas, mining, surveying, and solar. Now we're going to get into emergency response, and we're looking at a much higher price drone for that, because if you're looking for search and rescue and looking for lost people, you definitely want to have the correct drone for that. And and that would be the Inspire. That'd be a really great drone for emergency response, police work, detective work, so on and so forth. So now we're moving on down and forward to construction. Again, you can get a hold of a construction company that's building, let's say, an apartment complex or a mall or something like this, and you could charge $400 per month. Go down there, once every 3 weeks and do a flyover, and charge $300-400 for that. Now, if you had 10 construction companies that you're doing that for, I don't know, you do the math. That's a hunk of change. And now we're going to move down into agriculture. Again, that's about $170 oh, I'm sorry, it's about $155 an hour for agriculture. And there's many different applications that the drones can be used for in agriculture. Um, there is spraying. There is drones that you can actually spray with. And of course, you want to have drone to do the yield on the farmers' crops and whatnot. Pesticide control. Actually, you can tell the farmer exactly where to spray and not to spray, so you'd be saving him a lot of money on pesticides. And now we're moving down to real estate. Man, real estate is everywhere throughout North America, and right now they're charging, again, you can see that, about $155 an hour. A great drone for that would be the Spark, because for the fact that you can do a nice aerial around the home and actually go over the roof and do a roof inspection. And then as you do that, you can open up the front door and actually fly into the home and do a virtual tour of the home, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the downstairs, the upstairs, the living room, and so on and so forth. It's that's a great way to do it, is with the DJI Spark. Okay, so we're just going to move on down the line here. Now, of course, with droning, there is travel charges involved as well. I normally do, within 25 miles. I usually just give that one away. But, again, 25 miles one way is 50 miles two ways. So, we do got to consider this. And as you can see, the average hourly rate for travel, first 25 miles is about $125. 50 miles, you're up to about $155, and so on and so forth, because you gotta look at your gas, your time, possible motel fees, hotel fees, food, lodging, and all that. So it's a good idea to integrate your hourly rate based on travel. Okay. Now, here's another interesting statistic, hourly price and rates for commercial drone pilots. Okay, so you can see right here on this chart, about 25% of them are charging $150 an hour. Okay, and that's about the average, as you can see. And then, of course, you see the $200 an hour, $250, $300, and right up to $500 an hour. And these guys in this $500 an hour, they have $20,000, $30,000 drones. More than likely, they're in the movie industry of some sort. But that gives you a general idea of the commercial drone rate for commercial pilots. Again, hourly price and rates for drone pilots providing mapping services. And there can be a lot of mapping, different kind of mapping services out there. And again, we're right in that range of $150 an hour is about the norm for the mapping services. Okay, so here's another idea. We're going to jump over to a new tab here. And people who are into the photography part of it, even just starting out, I'll give you a good example here. Wedding forums. Okay, so if we go to wedding forums here, you'll see like this is a great place to find somebody who needs your services. Because if you get into these wedding forums and, good old Google, you can, for wherever you are in this world, North America here, just type in wedding forums and Google will give you all these results here, as you can see here. Wedding planning forums. These are huge markets lying right there. If you go in there with with the right skills and just talk with everybody and say, hey, I'm a drone pilot and I do weddings. You have a website, just leave your link there. There's huge amounts of money just sitting here waiting. All you got to do is go in there and, approach these people as if you walked in a store and you're looking for something to buy. That clerk comes up and says, oh, can I help you? Well, that's the same kind of mentality that you want to do for these wedding forums. Okay, so that's another really great idea. And of course, we can actually go to flower shops. There it is, right there. Flower shops, Florida weather. It gives you all kinds of stuff here, but we'll just hit flower shops and see what happens here. Okay, so my internet is telling Google that I'm near the Edmonton area. So it's given us pretty big radius of the flower shops around Edmonton, Alberta. Now, flower shops, let's go New York. Oops. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying now? All you got to do is walk into these flower shops, leave your card, because, weddings, people get flowers for weddings, whatnot. And it's another good source for you to get some work, okay? And that's what we're after, is for you to get some work. And that's what this Drone for Money is all about here. Okay, so that's some great niches here, places to go for you people out there. Another one, if for the agriculture, is John Deere, for instance. Okay, so look at all these dealerships in Edmonton here. If you go into each one of these dealerships, leave a nice little portfolio of your business, you will get called from a farmer, because the farmers are always going into John Deere. They're buying equipment, right? And it's another great place to go to try and get some work. And not only John Deere, but let's here in Canada, Co-op. Okay, there's Co-op, food store, but that's not what we're after. Okay, so I'll just give you we'll let Google catch up with me here. Okay, Co-op operative. I believe that's the right one we're looking for. Okay, so there's hardware stores. I'm not quite getting what I'm after here, because the co-op one I'm looking for is fertilizer plants, eh? They supply farmers with fertilizer here in Canada. I'm not too sure what. Well, you can type in fertilizer. There it is. Okay. I mean, wow! Look at all these people, all these businesses. They're everywhere. You hit up every one of those. You leave your card there. You talk to the manager, and I'll bet you dollars to nickels that you will get called. There's not a doubt in my mind about that, because these farmers actually need us, and we need them. So we're just going to let this video end there, and I will be making another video for you guys. So again, this is Darren at DroneForMoney.com. Yes, come see me on my Facebook, facebook.com/DroneForMoney. It was great talking to you all, and I'm going to have some more niche markets for you out there. Until then, have a droning good day.